What's going on, everybody? It's Brett Pro Angel bringing you today another combo tutorial. Today I'm going to be displaying Ignister. This deck is kind of wild. I've been experimenting with it lately, been doing pretty decent with it. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive into it. We'll just start with the main starter, Achichi. So we'll just start by normal summoning Achichi, activate effect to search, and then we'll search our Picari. And then we can just link off the Achichi into the Dark Infant, which searches us the field spell, which will get us Ignister Island. And then we can just go ahead and activate the island and special summon Picari from our hand. And then that will search us our Idol Reborn, which is essentially Monster Reborn for the archetype. And then you can go ahead and link those off into Cyber's Wicked. And then we'll just fire off our Idol Reborn. It doesn't really matter what you get here, probably just a Picari. And then trigger your Cyber's Wicked, banish the Dark Infant from the graveyard to search a Cyber's Tuner, which in this case we'll just get the Cimooooooo, which is our only target. And then we go ahead and link these off into Splash Mage. And then we can activate Ignister Island to special summon the Win attribute, since we haven't summoned a Win yet, which is Cimooooooo. And then that's going to Foolish Burial and add Ignister. In this case, since we're running off one card, we have to send the Doyon. Most cases, if you have the access to the Doyon already, you want to send the Danmari, because when you have a Link 6, which is what we're going for, this is just basically an interruption. But in this case, we don't have it just yet, so we're just going to go Splash Mage, special summon the Doyon, but its effects are negated, and then we can go ahead and perform a Synchro Summon into the Wind Pegasus at Ignister. That's going to trigger the Cimooooooo when he's used for Synchro, and that's going to summon the other material, which is the Doyon. And now his effects are not negated, so Doyon's effect will trigger to add a monster from the graveyard. It's really important that you add the monster you normal summoned. Since we haven't summoned a fire attribute with Ignister Island yet, you'll add back fire. So yeah, and then from here, you can go ahead and link these three into your Dark Templar, and then this is going to trigger your Doyon in the graveyard to add back a spell when he's link summoned with, and you can just add back your Idol Reborn. Now you can't use it again this turn, but it's really good for your opponent's turn. You could just go in phase Idol Reborn for Doyon, and then that's going to get you back another resource. But continuing with the combo, we'll go Ignister Island to special summon the fire. You've already used his effect, but in this case it doesn't matter. You just need a body on the board, and you'll just link him for another Dark Infant. And what this is going to do, this is going to trigger Dark Templar's effect to special summon as many Ignister monsters to his link zones from your graveyard. And then you can chain your Dark Infant to move him to a zone and switch his attribute to Divine. So that's what we're going to do. And then Templar will resolve, and we'll summon back Achichi, Cimooooooo, and Picari. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just get Picari here. And then from here, we can just link all four of these monsters into our rival Cyber's Ignister, which is at 4k attack right now. And then we can just go ahead and link the Cimooooooo off into a Lingaribo. Now, if you don't want to waste your Dark Infant, you can just special summon 2 Ignisters when you go into fire. It just depends on how you want to do it. So yeah, basically that's the combo. Just off one card, we have Field Spell, we have this guy who's unaffected by other cards. We have a Lingaribo, we have an Idol Reborn for protection and to recur some resources, and we can also we have Wind Pegasus at Ignister, which is also another interruption. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and reset, and then I'm gonna show you what you can do if you have more than one at Ignister. Okay, so let's just say we already have these two. So if we already have 2 Ignisters, then this is more than just full combo. We can go normal summon fire, activate fire's effect, and then that will just get us access to our Doyon already. And then just having more than one card, this combo just gets a little ridiculous. And then we can just link him off into the Dark Infant, which Dark Infant adds us the field spell, the Ignister Island. And then we can just go ahead and activate the island, activate effect to summon Picari. And then Picari's effect, of course, is going to search the Idol Reborn. And then that's when we go ahead and link these off into our Cyberse Wicked. And then from here, you can just go, you could save your Idol Reborn, or you could use it here. It depends on how you want to do it. I might just save it in this case, but at the same time, you want to be able to just recur resources from Doyon. So, I mean, we can just go, let's just say Idol Reborn here, and then we'll just bring out our Picari. Just try to use as many minimal resources as possible. And that's going to trigger our Cyberse Wicked. We can banish the Dark Infant, and that's going to get us our Buru. And then we can link these guys off into a Splash Mage. And then we can just go Ignister Island effect to summon the Buru. And then Buru's effect is going to Foolish Burial Danmari in this case, since we already have access to our Doyon for recursion. And then we can just go ahead and activate Splash Mage's effect. And that's going to just summon us our Picari. And then now we can synchro these into our Wind Pegasus at Ignister. And then that's going to trigger your Buru to summon your Picari since it was synchroed with. And then now, same thing as last time, just use these guys to go into your Dark Templar. And then activate Ignister Island again, to summon your Doyon. And then Doyon's effect will trigger. That's going to get you your Idol Reborn, your Picari back for next turn. And then from here, you can just link off your Doyon into Dark Infant. And then we can go Chainlink 1 Dark Templar, Chainlink 2 Dark Infant, Chainlink 3 Doyon to add back Idol Reborn. Dark Infant move zones, Calling Divine. And then this is going to summon back Ad Ignisters from the grave. And then same thing as last time, we're just going to link 4 into the Arrival Cyberse Ad Ignister. And then you can just link your Doyon into Lingaribo. You could wait to use your Doyon right here to add back your spell, however you wanted to do it. But in this case, since we had an additional Ad Ignister, we ended up with more stuff. So now we have a follow-up for next turn. We have this that we can set. And we also, on our opponent's turn, we have even more interruption because we have a Danmari. The Danmari, basically, when you have the Link 6, most people's only out to this is either Access Code or Boral Sword. And what you can do is when they successfully make them, you can just banish the Danmari to negate their effects. So that just kind of makes this deck kind of nuts. And then if they do out the Danmari and they out your Arrival, then you could use Wind Pegasus to shuffle whatever they use to just out it. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. This deck just gets a little ridiculous and I really have been having fun with this deck. But yeah, so that does it for the combo tutorial. I just kind of wanted to give you guys like a brief overview of what this deck can do and why I've been having so much fun with it. So yeah, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, and this is Brett Pro Angel out.